Hi, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the part of the world you're watching this video from. Once again, it's your host, Bebo King, and we are here to review British pounds, American dollar for the 45th week in the year 2024. Right, we have roughly about 7 more weeks to go for this year. I hope this year has been a blessing for you. I hope you have been profitable. I hope you have been consistent. And if you've not been profitable yet, I hope you've been improving yourself. You know, there's something I love saying. I keep telling people to fail forward. Okay. So I hope you're failing forward. Today I'm going to take a verse from the Bible. That's Luke chapter 14, verse 28 to 32. And at this point was where Jesus Christ was speaking to his disciples if they wanted to follow him or if they were not sure of what they wanted to do. But here, why I'm picking this particular excerpt from the Bible is because I want to talk about planning, right? Nobody becomes successful accidentally. Success is a deliberate action. Success is a lifestyle. It's not a one hit wonder. That's the reason why a lot of people get to win the lottery and a few years down the line they are back to what they were doing before, right? So what is the difference between who people who are successful and people that are not successful or one hit wonders? The first step is planning. Let's read the Bible verse together. It says, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you sit down first, estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? For if you lay the foundation and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, this person began building but wasn't able to finish it. Or, suppose a king is about to go to war against another king. Won't he first sit down and consider whether he's able with 10,000 men to oppose the one coming against him with 20,000? If he is not able, he would send a delegation while the other is still long way off and ask for terms of peace. Now, what is this saying? Before you start anything, be sure and be ready to put in everything that is necessary to complete that thing, right? If you're watching this video, it simply means that either you are a trader or you've heard about trading and you came in with a mindset, meaning that you're meant to have a goal and a vision that, okay, I want to become a successful trader. I want to be able to get this out of the market. I want to be able to do this consistently, right? Now, once you've already set your goal, you now need to sit down and calculate the things you would need to put in place to achieve this. And that's the reason why a lot of times they say that you're not going to become a successful trader or you're not going to become a failed trader with one trade, meaning that one trade should not make or break your account, right? So you need to sit down and plan. Okay, since I've decided I want to be a trader, right? I need to get the knowledge. I need to learn. I need to get someone to mentor me. I need to put in hours of work by back testing, by studying the chart. When I trade, okay, successful traders have to journal and study their behavioral habits. I need to journal. I need to study my behavioral habits. I need to improve myself as a person. I need to improve my health. I need to sleep well. I need to eat well. You plan all those things so that you can become a successful trader. Now, why this is important is because we are about to enter a new year. 2025 is barely 7 weeks away, right? And I mean, before you know it, 2025 is here. That's the simple truth. You have the best time now to start preparing for 2025. So if you can say, oh, by June, July, August 2025, I want to have at least withdrawn $100,000 from trading Forex, which is very possible. You now have to sit down and say, okay, if I'm going to achieve that, what do I need to put in place to achieve that? I'll use this as an example. All right, so I want to achieve $100,000. First thing, I need to learn how to trade. I'm not really good in this. I've noticed my errors in that. go and shop, look for someone to teach you. Between now and December, you already have learned the things you need to learn, and you've already tested it, you've back tested it, you've studied the market, you've applied yourself. Then you can say, okay, by January, once the market is about to pick up pace, because normally December into January, the pace of the market is usually slow. You can now say, okay, within this period, what am I going to do? Let me raise funds. Okay, if I can buy 200k prop account from here, there, you get, I'll have maybe 500k prop account. Oh, how can I trade 500k prop account? Oh, there's something called trade copier. Let me go and check those prop platforms. Do they allow trade copiers? Oh yes, they do. Okay, let me link my accounts together. You link your accounts together and then you start trading. Right now, you know that, oh, they have either 10% or 8% target, or you get the one step account and then you trade it. You may fail, right? And if you fail, you should have already planned for it. And then you say, okay, in case I lose this account, I have this account as backup. And then you build yourself. And before you know it, even if you don't achieve that $10,000 or $100,000, you would have made a lot of progress compared to when you just wake up and say, God, how far for today? Anything for your boy, right? So please, my word for this week is, please ensure you do everything you can to plan properly for 2025. Okay, and I want to hear your testimonies. Okay, all right, so let's go into the chart. This was a chart I drew a while back. I'm sure a lot of us can remember this chart, and I mentioned that the market was on a bullish trend on the daily time frame, and when it got to this OB, I did mention that the market was going to move from this daily OB down to this daily OB, and the market has actually played out perfectly from this other block to this other block, giving us roughly about 560 pips. Now, what I said the last time was, if this happens and the market comes down here, I'm expecting the market to reverse to run into this weekly area of interest, right? This weekly area of interest. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this because I want to show something clearly, right? Let me take this off as well. Let me take this off as well. All right. So I said something. I said we had this drop here. Market pulled up, came down, pulled up, came down, pulled up, and then dropped down. So this is our new high on the daily time frame, right? This is our new high on daily time frame. This was the last low that was broken, a break of structure, if you will. Now, here's what I'm saying. Now that the price is here, what I am speculating that may happen, you know, we have elections this week, so let's see how the election goes. May the best man win the elections, okay? Right, in America. So if we have this here, there are two things I'm expecting. One, we could see a move like this, maybe a range, a bit of a range. And now when we say range, you could see either a double bottom or a triple bottom, right? But if it's a double bottom and the price breaks above this level, what we've simply had is the market came down and then reversed and shows you that it wants to go to the upside. So I just expect the market to pull back a bit, and then I can ride the market as the market is going up into this zone. And this zone has been our target from the beginning of the year, right? If you've not seen it, go and check the first video I did for 2024, right? This is our target for the year, and this trade may run from now till next year if this is what is going to happen, right? However, we could also have an option where the price will do what? Tap here and then break above this level, which means that the market just flipped instantly. You know, the market is coming down here, right? And immediately the market flips above. You wait for it to pull back, and then from here, you take the ride upwards. So those are the two setups I'm expecting from this zone on the daily time frame, right? Personally, I would encourage you to wait for a higher high to be created before you start taking a swing buy. Why am I saying this? I'm simply saying this because This is the other block I'm looking at. This is the last low. It is also possible that the market may do what? Just break through this level and do what? Continue going what? Downwards, right? So until I see a bullish flip, the market is still what? The market is still bearish. Okay? So for now, the market is still bearish because no higher high has been created. Okay? Now let's go and look at it on the 4-hour time frame, right? So this was what I marked last week, right? And I said that the market will tap here. I marked this other block and I marked this other block. And as you can see, it tapped this other block and poured down into the zone. This is how I got my 1.3400 to 1.2850, right? Now, if you look at this chart properly, you will notice that the market came to tap into this other block zone, right, on the 4-hour time frame. And as you can see, it seems the market wants to push downwards, right? It seems the market wants to push downward. Now the market has tapped into another other block zone here. These are just demand and supply zones. So when you see a cluster of demand and supply zones, it just gives you an idea that the market is going to range for a while, right? So now what may happen here is I want to see what the market is going to do on Monday morning, which are two things. It's either the price comes below here, like maybe give us a double bottom, and then gives a flip on the lower time frame to do what? Go up. And once it does that, if it goes above this level, then we've had our W, then we can expect it to break out of this zone. Now, if it breaks out of this zone, the expectation on the daily time frame might still happen. Okay? Now, if this does not happen, we could wake up tomorrow morning and see that the price has broken above this level. Then from here, we can expect it to pull back and possibly break above this level, right? So for me personally, on the lower time frame, because this is the daily order block zone, I know that the market may still come down, but I am gearing up for a bullish move from here, right? Now, this is what I'm talking about. So this is here, this is a pullback, this is a drop. You can see that the market has tapped this point and it's currently here, right? So if the market breaks above this level, then I'll be looking for pullbacks to buy. But pending that time, right? Pending that time, I would want to see what the market will do here, because the market has reversed here. The market can tap here, the market can come below here. If the price comes below here, this will become the new high I'll be looking at, and I'll be expecting the market to do a flip before I take a buy. Okay? All right, so I hope I haven't taken too much of your time. Remember, make adequate preparations for next year, and my prayer is that God will keep us in next year and we will be able to fulfill all our dreams and goals. Till next week, I remain your favorite host, Bearable King. Remain blessed and remain safe. Bye bye.